safe to say that all of us have experienced rejections in our lives at some point because rejections are unavoidable. But some of us can get past by it really fast, reflect on it and deal with it in a healthy way. But for the rest of us, we're not that lucky because we can dwell on it really long. And then the pain and the misery get compounded. Like it doesn't even reflect the actual size of rejection. Today I would like to talk about the psychology behind the fear of rejection, why it paralyzes us, why it hurts so much, and how it's stopping you from taking actions and create meaningful relationships. If this is your first time here, hello, my name's Ran. I have been struggling with mental health issues ever since I was a teenager, and I've been working through them with a psychotherapist for 4 years now. In this channel, I will show you how to build a healthy relationship with yourself and also heal your relationships with the world that are full of fear, anxiety, and shame. So let's jump right into it. According to trauma expert Dr. Levine, by the way, he influenced me so much in my healing journey. According to him, if you have a high degree of fear of rejection, underneath there's always deeply seated fear of abandonment, and much more than this, there's also toxic self-criticism, shame that are fueling your fear of rejection. So there's much more than fear of rejection. There are 3 things underneath that, which is fear of abandonment, toxic self-criticism, and also shame. So let me talk about it one by one. So first one is fear of abandonment. This is a topic I center a lot in my channel because I suffer it so much that it causes me panic attacks whenever at the thought of somebody not responding to me or somebody's gonna leave me. This kind of fear can be very primitive, as I've talked a lot in my channel, because in ancient times when you're in a tribe, if you're being rejected or abandoned, you could die, and literally you could not survive for another day. And also if we're infants, if our mother don't respond to us in time, or they don't read our needs of needing food or comfort, we could literally die because there's nothing the baby could do. So we scream, right, to get attention so that we don't get abandoned in order to survive, and that is so primitive. So in real life, we fear that if we ever get rejected by the people that we care about or the people that we need something from, our needs won't get met. And it also means that they probably reject us because there's something wrong with us, or they don't think we're valuable enough for their time and attention. And that is our underlying operating thought. If you have abandonment anxiety, there must be something in the past that have wired you to be this overly scared of being left. So the fear of rejection can be multiplied by that fear of being abandoned, causing you to, react out of proportion, and you become ashamed of your overreaction. A second reason why you fear rejection so much is that it can cause severe toxic inner criticism, meaning that when you're being rejected, you could interpret it as, I'm stupid, I'm dumb, like I'm such a horrible person that they don't want to hang out with me, or I'm not charming or attractive enough for them to stay. It tends to trigger the parts that we're most insecure about ourselves. If you usually think that you're not pretty enough, you may think, well, they reject me because I have a big nose. It's like a hook. When you're getting rejected, it hooks out the most insecure part that you have about yourself and the assumptions you have about yourself. Even though those assumptions can be hardly tested or approved right, but you already stick to it because you just believe it's your flaws causing people to reject you. But in reality, people reject you because of their reasons. They have a reason, and they have their needs, and they have what they want. Maybe they don't have time, maybe they're preoccupied, they're busy. It has nothing personal about you, mostly. The reason that you can have such harsh inner criticism is maybe because you grew up in a family that's highly critical of you, that's highly demanding of you to achieve, to strive, to improve. They basically reject you for who you are, and you have already experienced things of it, of being rejected and being not, emotionally connected to your to people that are most important in your life when you're growing up with. And that can be the biggest rejection. I personally have suffered so much from it because I felt like I was a kid that people are never satisfied with. Now, in my life, when people reject me, I may think that, well, this is probably because I'm stupid too stupid to hang out with them. And that is my biggest insecurity. But maybe from your perspective, you know, this is nonsense, right? And this is the same to you. Like when you're talking about, you know, people reject you because you're blah, blah, blah. I'm saying the same thing to you. Like, don't take it personally, because really it's about you. And the third reason why you fear rejection so much is this shame. I remember I used to take minor rejections really harshly. It doesn't matter if that's work or romantic relationships or friendships, because in my opinion, that if people reject me for requests or invites or something, it reflects poorly on me. Like, poor me, how could I get rejected? You know, people don't want to hang out with me and stuff. But gradually I realized that, as I was talking about insecurities, is about the shame. This deep-seated shame caused me to feel like I'm flawed, like there's something wrong with me. Coupled with the inner critic, it makes me feel more ashamed about myself, about who I am. Every word I say, everything I do, every action I take, it's just wrong. I feel like exposing myself to camera or speaking up in public or showing my faces, even like people are judging me. I feel that they can see right through me, this ugly core that I have. And this is shame. I actually have a video talking about how shame is developed. I'm gonna put it up here if that's something that you're interested in. But also, shame is holding us back from reaching out to need help, you know, to build connections, to get people to meet our needs, because we just dare not ask, since we feel like we don't deserve. Since I've been on this healing journey for a very long time, I have improved a lot in terms of, you know, healing from this toxic shame. Now I am able to initiate like requests or invites or even dates. I ask people out all the time right now, because when I feel I need it, I cannot deny my requests, deny my own needs. I have to respect my feelings, so I voice them. And sometimes it gets met and sometimes it doesn't, but at least I know now, you know, who to better ask for help or ask for connection. And now I feel a lot lighter, since I have learned to take fear of rejection lightly. Like, you know, you're always gonna be scared, you're always gonna fear rejection, but when you have seen through the essence of it, like why you fear it, and understand yourself, you start to take it lightly. It doesn't really take it seriously, you know. And when you have been rejected, you know, like it detours you to somewhere else where you can get the right person to meet your needs, and it's not a bad thing at all. Otherwise, if you get stuck in this fear of rejection all the time, you're gonna like just shrink your social bubble, you're gonna shrink your needs, you're gonna deny your needs. But those needs won't go away. It's gonna come out in a very explosive way, an unhealthy way. So I would encourage you to really understand the fear of rejection and work through it, so that in the future you can learn to reflect on things, learn to deal with it in a healthy way. From there, you can build more and more meaningful connections. Alright everyone, I hope this video is helpful. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you wanted to see more videos like this, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.